All right, what is good, everybody? Welcome to the Spiritual War Room. I'm going to do a new reading called Check Yourself, okay? So, in this reading, what we're going to look into, how do you see yourself? We're going to use one of these archetype cards to, well, I think we'll probably use this for the whole reading now that I think about it. So we're going to look into, how do you see yourself? How do others see you? And we're going to pull a card to see what spirit thinks of you, okay? We're also going to get some advice for what do you need to look at that you refuse to look at, and the advice. What changes do you need to make, okay? All right, guys, so I did try this reading on myself. I didn't use the archetype cards, which I'm probably going to go back and use. It just kind of occurred to me that I should use this deck as I'm about to do this reading. Okay, guys? So we're going to see how it goes for you guys. Like I said, I haven't used these cards for myself, which I will do because I've been doing some work within myself. And, I have to... Yeah, we all have to look at the things that we do not want to look at. And sometimes my goal is to help get rid of the distortion that we have about ourselves. Because a lot of times we see ourselves a certain way that, maybe other people and maybe, spirit doesn't see you that way. So you think you're doing good in the world and spirit's like, no, that's all for vanity, or that's all for, praise and recognition, when a lot of these things truly we cannot do without the Most High God. All right. What God gives, God will take away if we get too arrogant and big-headed. So these readings are really intended to help you clear up the distortion. And if you get your feelings hurt, look what I got here. I got a little violin that we can play the sad song, sad one, for you if you want to get triggered. All right. So these readings are really for people who are ready to really look at themselves. Okay. Like I said, I've been doing this work. So when I do this work, I try to put it out there for you guys, and maybe in hopes that maybe it might help you guys. All right, guys, before we jump into this reading, don't forget to show me some love, like, share, subscribe. I always appreciate the love and support. All right. I do apologize for the coughing and the raspy voice. Haven't been feeling that great. All right, guys. Let's start with, how do you see yourself? Okay. How do you see yourself? How do you see yourself? Okay. Guide and destroyer. Okay, so the light attributes says represents the nature of the divine life in yourself. It represents the nature of the divine life in yourself. And in yourself, sorry. Destroyer. Releasing what is potentially destructive. Preparing for new life. Okay, so that's how you see yourself. So you could see yourself as someone who Spirit uses by helping destroy things that don't serve you, right? That's how you see yourself. Okay. Let's just pull some cards and see. Like this is something that you could do for work with the Eight of Pentacles. Tower, destroyer. That's what the Tower is. It's like your job to bring chaos. Ten of Swords, it wanted to come in reverse. So it's like bringing hope after defeat, failure. So this could be like a bad relationship. It's almost like you're helping people cut out the things in their life that do not serve them, and bringing like hope to people. Yeah, the devil creates loss, right? Loss and grief, conflict. And even if it's like family, it's like you help people cut out the people that need to get cut out. It's like, it's kind of, you're doing kind of like what I'm trying to do here is, you know, bring your own experiences into, like, to help guide people. This is how you see yourself. You've been through a lot of manipulation, a lot of deceitful people. And like, people wear good masks, right? And you've been able to peep that these people are fake. And so you help other people spot that phoniness and like in the people that wear good masks. Okay? All right. So that's how you see yourself. That's how you see yourself. Let's see, how do others see you? How do others see you? You got the Fool. Fearless. Revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. So they can see you in that light. But there could be people that see you in a way that you use humor to wound rather than to liberate. Denial of your emotional truth. Okay. It could be, yeah, I mean, there could be people that see you in that shadow attribute. But, I don't know, it's not real heavy on that. Helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. So, again, this is how people see you. These could be people who are addicted to bad behavior, and you help, you know, help them see the truth of things, the absurdity in a situation, and maybe breaking these patterns. And then we have Priest. Felicitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. God, guys, I'm so sorry about my my voice. All right. Again, with the shadow attributes, violates the trust of spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. Okay, so people can, if they see you as a channel for spirit, you know, divination abuse, like it's like using what I do to, I don't know. Okay. So like I said, people get big heads, and it's important for especially people in the spiritual community to check themselves. You know, I've been having these lessons, I want to say, for the past month. And you know, it comes when people, you know, people get power, and they start, you know, their egos get bigger and bigger, and Spirit's been teaching me that, like, I have to cut that shit out and stop being so arrogant. Because I get a big head, and Spirit, like, knocks me on my ass. You know, like, puts me in my place, humbles me. So to have some kind of a spiritual connection and ability, it comes with a lot of responsibility. And so you could be a priest, a pastor, a bishop, whatever. Spirit is expecting you to not allow your ego to get too inflated. Okay. So, yeah. So this is how people see you. Or could, this is how people see you. Okay, how does Spirit see you? I just saw Messiah at the bottom. How does Spirit see you? Oh man, these cards are sticky. How does Spirit see you? We have Destroyer. See you as a destroyer. So I want to know, to be clear, when you saw yourself as the destroyer, I was strictly looking at the light attributes, right? Releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. You bring towers. You destroy foundations of things that, cannot withstand storms. But I don't want, that's how you saw yourself, and when we look at ourselves, we're like, we want to see ourselves in the best possible light, right? But does Spirit see you in the light attribute or the shadow attribute? Intoxication with destructive powers, destroying others' dreams or potential. We have Four of Cups. Contemplation, feeling disconnected, discontent, bored. Okay. So, yeah. This could be this could be where we want to see ourselves in the best possible light, but I'm being drawn right here to discontent and bored. You might be bored and doing things that could be very destructive. So it's, Tower. Shit. Okay. Oh my God. All right. So, yeah. Spirit is saying you're using your gifts, your powers, your energy in the wrong way. Three of Swords, heartbreak, pain, causing pain. So this is how Spirit sees you. Okay, so the beginning, you saw yourself as a guide by helping people destroy things that do not serve them. Okay? But when you're bored, you're not what was that card? Yeah, I'm just, you could be causing pain where you are meant to help guide people away from destructive patterns. Instead, it's like you're double, it's you're giving it to them twice when you're supposed to be uplifting. Okay, so that's how Spirit sees you. We have Warrior, Hermit, Mentor at the bottom. What do you need to look at that you refuse? Oh, okay, that was the next. So maybe this is what you were wanting to refuse to look at, that you didn't want to see yourself in the shadow attributes, but that's exactly where you are. That's what Spirit's saying. You might want to see yourself as, I'm in this position, and okay, we all want to see ourselves in the best possible light. But we have to be honest with ourselves if we're going to become better. Take the warrior card, for example. Strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will. Conquering the ego. Conquering the ego. That's what we're doing here. So if you're here, kudos to you, because, it's hard for us to, check ourselves when we need to. We have the Hermit, light attributes. Seek solitude and focus intently on inner life. Serves personal creativity. Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm doing here too, I was really trying to reflect on the things that I was doing cards like like pulling cards and doing a reading. I like Gypsy Rose, for example. And instead of, I put it out, and I don't believe that it's, it wasn't like my intention to like tear her down or anything, but I thought I was doing a good thing, like, hey, let's see it for what it is. But, I was like, after that, I was like, why do I feel so bad about it? Like, usually I don't, there's only certain readings that if I don't like that feeling of like, well, why do I feel bad? It was because I was coming from a place where maybe I should have been more open-minded and compassionate. And I have a pet. I have my own things that just, when I see it in other people, I'm just like, oh, because I've had to experience, I've been through experiences with manipulative, conniving, sneaky, just in liars. That kind of shit, when I see it, ugh, it grosses me out. Like, that energy grosses me out. But there's certain things that I have to learn not that it triggers me, but it makes me distrustful of people, and I just, so that's why, at the beginning, like, this could be my reading, where I saw myself as a guide, by destroying, and Spirit's like, well, you're destroying, all right, but you're doing it in all the wrong ways, Warriors, strength, skill, discipline, and conquering the ego. The Hermit, seeks solitude and focus intently on inner life. Serves personal creativity, see? And I'm creating for you guys to help you guys, We're all growing together. None of us are perfect. Mentor. Passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. See, I'm a student. I'm not here saying that I'm like, better than everybody else, but because I feel like I have a pretty awesome gift, sometimes that arrogance can get to our head, we can get arrogant and our heads get a little bit big. But before that gets really inflated, Spirit always pops my head, pops me in the head and says, no, we're not going to do that. He humbles me. Spirit humbles me. And because I am here to serve, and I can't serve if I feel like I'm above. So that's how Spirit sees you. What do you need to look at that you refuse? Maybe that you were using your gifts, your skills, your abilities in all the wrong ways. So what changes do you need to make to look like let's move forward. The Magician. Manifestation, willpower. Be resourceful, like know where to put your energy, your time. Strength. Courage. Confidence. Hope. Stability. Celebrations. Come out of conflict. Stop approaching a place from like everyone else, like from, you know, this place of okay, sorry guys. You cannot approach situations in an aggressive manner. Even if you feel like these people are in the wrong, the way you approach something has to change. Teamwork, collaboration. That's where you're going to grow. Return to a place of compassion and love, understanding. Understanding. Queen of Swords. You can be honest and fair. You can be cutthroat at sometimes, but again, it's where it's needed. There is a time and place for that kind of energy, but a lot of times approaching something diplomatically is going to work out better in the long run for you. King of Cups, be more loving, compassionate. This is someone who's a very thoughtful leader. Okay? They lead from a place of compassion and understanding instead of, you know, Queen of Swords and, oh, I'm about to tell you what's up, you know, that kind of energy. All right? You're here to serve. This card I always think of the Labyrinth. With the helping hands as Sarah's falling through, and all these hands are catching her. They're like, we're helping hands. This could be your ancestors, the archangels. You know, they're helping you. Allow yourself to fall. We all make mistakes. We all trip up. But accept the helping hands, okay? Something about helping hands. All right. That's what I have, guys. Whoever this was for, you know, it's probably, you know, you and I are going through similar things, you know. I've been, like I said, I did this reading for myself, but I used the tarot. These archetype cards really did help, so yeah, I think this reading not only is for you, whoever this does resonate for, but it was for me too. We're always learning. We're always growing. And we have to accept the truth. But instead of trying to tell everybody what other people's truths is, we need to first turn inward and reflect on ourselves before we can, you know, take the speck out of your own eye before trying to remove it from your neighbors. So we're all growing, we're all learning. Allow yourself to fall. We do fall, but accept the helping hands, you know, that Spirit has to help you soften that blow as you fall. All right, guys, if you haven't done so already, if you got through this whole reading, thank you. I always appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.